Follow-up. Can I just ask you about your concerns about Omicron and what that could mean for coming to Chicago? And I know you addressed it a little bit, but how big a concern is that? And should it be an overreaction or not an overreaction to it?
Well, I don't think we know quite yet, right? There's literally thousands of scientists and epidemiologists across the world that are working on this issue. Our Department of Public Health is very much in the mix, particularly with our federal partners, understanding what the research and the data shows. So we're going to keep being engaged in those conversations. But fundamentally, as Dr. Arna and I said earlier today, people have to get vaccinated. The longer you wait, the more risk you're taking, and the reason that these variants are able to develop and take hold is because we still have way too many people unvaccinated across the world, but that still is an issue here in Chicago. If you are not vaccinated, you are taking a higher risk than anyone else that you will get COVID, you'll get one of these variants, and we don't know at this point what the level of effectiveness is of the various vaccines against these variants. That's one of the streams of work that's going on right now with the manufacturers of the various vaccines and epidemiologists working in public health across the globe. But the bottom line is, don't take that risk. Don't roll the dice. Get yourself vaccinated.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy Hardy with WBBM Radio. On the Omicron
Yes.
variant, are you satisfied with the amount of genomic sequencing going on? Are we to assume that it's already here in Chicago? And how do you feel knowing that 1.2 million people came through O'Hare over the last week?
Well, you packed a lot into those questions. Look, the Chicago Department of Public Health for some time now has a relationship with Russ Hospital where we're doing a tremendous amount of surveillance on people that have tested positive across the city. We don't have any reason to believe at this moment that Omicron is here, but given the way in which this virus and the variants have spread, I think we have to assume that it will get here at some point. We still are seeing overwhelmingly that the variant that is here in Chicago remains the Delta variant. But we have to take heed of what we're seeing across the world and take precautions, and we have and we will. But bottom line is people have to get vaccinated. If you're vaccinated, you have less of a possibility of catching COVID, and if you catch it, much less possibility of having any serious sickness or side effects. If you're unvaccinated, you're exposing yourself entirely. The people that are getting sick, that are ending in the hospital, and the people that are dying are almost uniformly unvaccinated. There's no reason to take that risk. We want people to get vaccinated. And as for the number of people that are traveling, look, my hope is that people took the precautions, that they wore their mask from the minute they set foot in an airport, got on a plane, and got out of it, and are following their body and their symptoms. If they see something or they're feeling like they're sick, then they need to make sure that they get tested and connect up with the doctor.
Last question, Mary.
Mayor.